What is up, Aries? Welcome to your general timeless reading. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. These are general, so they're meant for the collective. Please only take what resonates and leave the rest. They are also timeless, so whenever you see this is when it's most meant for you. I also have a promo code going right now for all my services on my website. If you want a personal reading or a Reiki session, you can go ahead and check out that promo code in the description box next to my website link. Other than that, check out Patreon if you want access to more readings and 45-minute to hour-long readings, energy shift readings, monthly readings, all that jazz. Like, share, subscribe, give this video a thumbs up. It helps the channel grow, and I greatly appreciate it. And check out your other placements on the channel. Other than that, Aries, let's get into it. Let's see what's going on for you guys. We have a lot of Aquarian energy, so a lot of free thinker, get things done, and with Aries energy, that very independent energy, I'm very excited. Very excited. I really want to use Grand Lux for you, so let's see what's going on for you guys. Aries. I just heard the short list. I feel like some of you might be cutting like your actual soul tribe down. The short list, it's funny because it kind of reminded me of like clubs. I feel like that's a social group though. I do feel like that's a social group. Moving away from, it just feels like cutting certain people out, realizing why these people have to go. It kind of feels like the final call. This is a shift in frequencies. Yeah, Seven of Cups in reverse. I actually really like that. The Seven of Cups energy, Scorpio energy. It's an energy of clarity, no longer being confused, understanding, right? I really like that. Let's see what else for Aries. Ace of Wands. Moving into that new cycle, because as you get this clarity about what's no longer serving you, whether it be these connections, it really feels like soul tribe. And when I say soul tribe, it could be family, friends, co-workers. It's the people that you closely relate with, right? Ace of Wands energy, as you're releasing that, you're making space energetically for new beginnings, new energies to come in, and that's what welcomes in this Ace of Wands, that very passionate fire energy. I love that. Fool in reverse. Wow. Aquarian energy. The Fool in reverse, it kind of feels more like this little bit of hesitance going on here towards the new cycle. It doesn't feel hesitance in the sense of fear. It's kind of wondering, where is this going to take me? Where is this going to take me? Uranus, Aquarius energy with the Fool card. This, all the tarot decks I used are linked down below, by the way. Somebody wanted to stay. The Five of Swords in reverse. Yeah, this is just internal conflict. When I have a Five of Swords energy, which is Aquarius energy in reverse, it's an energy to me of almost like the little voice inside your head that might be telling you one thing when in all reality it might not be the truth, right? And so when it comes to this new cycle, it's not the second guessing, it's an energy of what is going to come. It's almost like you're on guard a little bit, which is just being on guard to the unknown. It doesn't feel bad at all though. It really doesn't. It actually feels like a very nice new beginning. It feels very positive. It feels very, I want to say like cleaning, like cleansing, I guess would be the proper word. 10 of Cups in reverse on the bottom of the deck right now tells me that 10 of Cups energy is trying to come in. I think that some of you are very skeptical of things working in your favor though, but that's, you know, that's integration of shadow. That's when I say integration of shadow, that's the need to accept that just because we've experienced things in the past doesn't mean that they define our future. And if you have that programming instilled in your shadow, in your ego, it's creating this sense of fear, false evidence appearing real, right? That you need to address and overcome, because that fear is going to manifest into anxiety, and that's energy, and that's what's going to manifest in your reality. Okay? So be mindful. Be mindful, my dear. Eight of Swords, yeah, it's the overthinking. It's just the overthinking. It's anxiety. It's anxiety. That's it. It's just the fear of the unknown. It's the anxiety. That's it. It's okay. I know some of you are like, it's not okay. It's not okay. It's okay. The more you logically recognize it, the physical response is going to start catching up to that, right? The physical response of the anxiety will catch up to it. The more you recognize, why am I feeling this way? Why am I feeling this anxiety? Been there, totally been there. Like horrible anxiety attacks when I was younger. Still, sometimes I still get them. And when that's triggered for you about the unknown or certain situations with other people, certain dynamics with other people, as long as logically you can say, okay, why am I feeling this? Was it triggered by abandonment, a sense of rejection? Am I being triggered because of fear? And what's my fear about? Is my fear about them? Is it about me? Is it about the past? And if so, you need to dig within you, because it's what's keeping you in a very low vibrational state here, right? Bottom of the deck, we got the Queen of Cups in reverse. So there's some part of the divine feminine, right? That's a little distorted in regards to emotions, the things that we're not addressing. We have a lot of distorted feminine going on in the collective right now that we're working through, which is good. And then we have the balance, Libra energy, with the Justice card, with the Six of Cups, the past. Learning to balance our emotions around what happened in the past. Doesn't have to be a soulmate with the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is simply indicative of the past to me as a reader. And at times, past relationships too, right? So this could be past relationships or just what you've experienced in general. Let's clarify. Let's clarify this bad boy. Ooh, I'm so torn. So weird. Such a weird energy. Okay. Really want to use Witch's Tarot, but Cosmic was really pulling me. Yeah, it's Cosmic. Okay. Really want to use Witches though. Yeah, Cosmic feels better. Okay. Cosmic Tarot. I love this tarot deck. It's very unique. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, let's check out this Queen of Cups. What do we have here? The Five of Swords in reverse again. Yeah. This sense, what's rooted in the past is this sense of feeling defeated, emotionally defeated. Some of you, it's, how do I say this? Emotionally expecting that dagger, right? Expecting that pain, that loss. And it's like, well, I'm prepared for it. I'm not expecting it, but I've learned based off inference, right? Learning from past experience, that Five of Swords is very possible. It's very likely because I've experienced it so many times. And even that thought, that energy, you're manifesting, because it is an expectation in a sense. It does have an energy of expectation attached to it that needs to be recognized. And this Queen is working on releasing it with the Five of Swords in reverse. Because they're understanding now, they're seeing with the Seven of Cups, toxic. I can't do this to myself anymore. It's self-sabotaging. So I love that you're seeing this, because the Seven of Cups is what's bringing clarity. But it's this new beginning, it's triggering it again a little bit. But it's almost like the test. Like, do you really see it? Are you really going to overcome it? So you get the new beginning, then the universe is like, let's trigger this one last time. Yeah, Three of Cups, there's the Soul Tribe, Ace of Cups in reverse, and the Two of Cups in reverse. Needing to release, you have the Ace, the Two, and the Three came out. Crazy. And Temperance, bottom of the deck. Understanding that this Soul Tribe connection that you had was very imbalanced. Very imbalanced. With the Three of Cups, Cancer energy, Temperance, Sagittarius energy, these two energies together, it's surrounding yourself with people that you might be sticking to out of familiarity, but in all reality, it's not creating a dynamic that is an equal give and take, right? You might be self-sacrificing, overgiving, or they might be self-sacrificing and overgiving to you, right? You could be the giver or the taker in this situation. So take it as it resonates. But it wasn't aligning with your soul with the Two of Cups in reverse. This connection was no longer serving you to your highest good. So it had to be released. Yeah. Ace of Cups in reverse tells me that there's a lot of self-care that needs to come in, especially on the feminine with the Queen of Cups there. That's a distorted feminine energy. That's a lack of investing in oneself. It's also, if you find yourself looking at other feminine, not female, feminine, because feminine is energy, not gender, and you tend to not speak out of love and gratitude and higher frequency for those energies, that's distorted feminine energy, right? Divine feminine is at a frequency of love and gratitude and giving and generous. It's an Empress energy, but they also know their boundaries, how to not to give to their detriment, right? They understand the balance, the ebb and flow. That's the lesson that you're learning, because this dynamic was showing you the opposite of that, the imbalance, right? Temperance in reverse. So you're learning to put your foot down and create those boundaries to rebalance your own feminine, which is very nice. Complex stuff. It's pretty deep stuff. Let's look at the Seven of Cups. Knight of Swords, Magician in reverse. I don't like those two together. Ten of Cups and the Page of, Knight of Wands in reverse, Prince of Wands in reverse. That Three of Cups energy is present. You have the 10 minus the 7 gives you the 3. So there's your soul tribe right here. But the thing is, there's honest communication, but there's the lack of commitment with the Knight of Wands. It's that in and out energy. It's non-committal. It's a little manipulative as well with the Magician there. Knight of Wands and the Magician in reverse. These are two of my Master Manipulator cards. They're both very good with energy. The Wands is the soul space, and the Magician is the master, right? It's not the master, but it's a student in a sense, right? They have all the tools. They're master manifester is what I meant by that, right? But with the Ten of Cups, the Pisces energy, and the Knight of Swords, Gemini energy, it's an energy of one individual, the Knight of Swords, very clearly communicating, saying what they feel, right? But not really sticking around, not really being reliable. The imbalance of the Three of Cups, right? The 10 minus the 7. And you're seeing that. You're seeing that dynamic with them. The talk, but the lack of action. A lot of love. Very strong connections, but the lack of action, the lack of commitment, the lack of filling up those words with the tangible, right? And you're understanding that it's just not something that you wanted to continue investing in. That's okay, because it wasn't resonating with you anymore. Yeah, Ace of Wands. You have 5 of Cups in reverse, letting it go. Very nice. And the 8 of Cups in reverse, and the 9 of Pentacles. Between the 5 and the 8 is the 3 of Cups energy again. So there's a soul tribe. It is disappointing though. It's hard for this queen to emotionally release this soul tribe energy. Whether it's a tribe, whether you were in a romantic dynamic with somebody else and there was a third party, for some of you that is also the case, but there's this need for you to truly release them. But it is taking it a little personally with the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. That's that negative self-talk, that 5 of Swords energy that's keeping this queen stagnant, right? Keeping them stuck. And an 8 of Swords, 5 of Swords, and delaying this new cycle. When the new cycle is trying to bring in the 6 of Pentacles, Taurus energy, this very balanced, this very receptive, I'm trying to shower you with the gifts of the universe because you have understood what dynamics are toxic and not benefiting you. Which is an amazing feat, right? But it's just also catching your mind when it drifts into that place of belittling yourself because, well, I can't believe I stayed with that for so long, or I don't feel worthy because of how they treated me. You are worthy. You are deserving of success and abundance and love and prosperity and balanced and harmonious relationships. It's catching yourself in that inner dialogue and stopping that, okay? Much easier said than done, I know, right? But it doesn't mean that it cannot be done. You can do it. Let's look at the Fool. Four of Swords, there's the healing, very nice. Queen of Cups in reverse, there you are again. And the Death card, ending that cycle. You're healing that part of you that is stuck in that negative self-talk dynamic. I really like how you keep showing up in the same energy. You're Queen of Cups in reverse again. I really like that. I really like this. I'm liking this a lot because this is not an easy, it's not an easy thing to do. This is probably the closest reading we've had in a while to the definition of shadow work. Understanding parts of yourself, the way you act in dynamics, things you may not be aware of or may not be wanting to accept, learning them and integrating them. That's shadow work. That's integrating your shadow. Seeing the things you don't want to accept or you're not aware of, accepting them and seeing them, learning from them, changing them, and healing them, and stopping those habits, right? So this is you doing that with the Queen of Cups, Cancer energy, Four of Swords, Libra energy. That's you going within, doing that healing, understanding, wow, I've either been the giver or the taker to my detriment, right? That needs to end. Death card, Scorpio energy. It's the toxic habits with others that weren't emotionally fulfilling, that were stopping you from the new cycles. Okay, so now that you've done this healing and you've closed this out, the universe is like, okay, we're actually going to test you now. We're going to see if you really master this lesson. So now you go into the new cycle and they're going to push that button one more time. They're going to push it to see if you've really mastered it. And it's going to trigger you. And so here's your trigger. The Five of Swords comes up again, right? And the Eight of Swords. And this is what I was talking about, where the mind understands, but it's catching the physical response of that anxiety, right? You understand it. It's going to take the body and the soul and everything else some time to actually adjust to that. And that's okay, as long as you allow yourself to continue to work through it. It's not an overnight process. It's not like you learn a lesson and oh, poof, that anxiety attack's gone. No, it's going to take time for your energy to recalibrate and truly clear it all out. Okay? So just be patient. Let's look at the Five of Swords in reverse. Yeah, Three of Pentacles, King of Wands in reverse, Two of Swords in reverse, and a Queen of Wands in reverse. So here's a Two of Cups energy, a shadowy one. And here's abandonment. Five of Pentacles in reverse, and a Lover's connection. So we got a true pair that you clearly see. This person's all like, hey, I want to work with you. I want to build with you. Three of Pentacles. You already recognize this energy from the past as the Five of Swords energy. You're like, I don't really want any part in this. Two of Swords, you make the decision immediately, which is amazing because that means you understand it now. I don't want part in this. Shadow pair, right? King and Queen of Wands. That's two very strong, very powerful manifestor energies, but they can also be very ego-driven. They could be very overly confident, very attractive couple, but they could also be butting heads very easily. A lot of conflict in this dynamic with these two fire signs, right? So this is Leo and Aries energy, Two of Swords, Libra, Three of Pentacles, Capricorn. Then we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. This is actively choosing to walk away, okay? Five of Pentacles in reverse, sometimes it's people coming out of the cold. I like this because it doesn't feel like a sense of abandonment. It's understanding that this was meant to push my abandonment button or my rejection button, my scarcity mindset, whatever it was. I'm not gonna let it. I'm releasing that. It's a test. You pass the test, right? Even though the universe was testing you with a very strong connection as seeing it for toxic. So let's look at the Eight of Swords now, though. Ace of Swords in reverse. Ace of Pentacles. So this is the fear about the unknown. What's next? What's next? King of Cups, the true pair. So now you get your true pair, a very healthy dynamic. And that's why it's kind of funny. I'm laughing because it's actually kind of cute. It's an energy of someone who matches you perfectly, right? And they're very genuine, they're very loving, they're very gentle, right? Very left field from a King of Wands in reverse or a Knight of Wands or a Knight of Swords, right? It's a King of Cups, someone who's very empathetic and loving and compassionate and intuitive. Scorpio energy. And they're a true pair with you. You're not a Queen of Cups in reverse anymore because this is before you had your aha moment in healing, right? but they're coming in with a tangible offer, a very stable foundation. And you're like, I don't know what to think about this because it's unfamiliar. It's the unknown. And there's the anxiety. It's a trigger because it's complete left field. It's not what you're accustomed to. It's time to get familiar with the unfamiliar because the unfamiliar is going to be your new normal. Whereas your current normal is toxic. That's why this is going to give you that 8 of Swords, that little freak out moment. Because it's actually healthy and you might not be used to healthy. It's healthy. Okay? But Aries, this is what I have for you. Oh my gosh, bottom of the deck is the freaking Tower. The Tower. Massive transformation. Big shift. Massive shift. Aries, Scorpio, Mars energy with the Tower. I love that. Yeah, because you're breaking away old foundations. No longer dealing with lack of stability or people who are not there to last the test of time with you. Very, very nice. But this is what I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please like, share, subscribe, give this video a thumbs up. Check out your other placements on my channel. And if you'd like to join our Patreon family for weekly Patreon videos, the monthly readings and energy shift readings and moon cycle readings, I'd love to have you as part of that family. I do a lot of mentoring on there as well throughout the readings. And other than that, I'll see you next time. Later, Gator.